Shout out to the membership squad, the gloves off membership squad. Shout out to my members. This first request is from my new member, Ray. Request video. If you guys are looking to have request videos more like these, you can become a member. The bronze, silver, gold package, black pill. I will soon be adding two more. The book club, where we can do chats, private chats about books that we're reading. So I'm putting that in the also as memberships. So if you guys are looking to become a member of the channel to keep this kind of game up for black men, this channel was designed for men that are doers, not talkers. So I'm excited about this one. So let's get into it. First question was from Ray. How do a black man gain allies in a world where he has none? This is an excellent question. I think that as black men, these are the things that we need to be asking ourselves. And shout out to that brother for this request. It took me a few days to do it because I've been under, taking care of a lot of things personally. But I'm excited to get back in the swing of things and drop this video for my member Ray, and for the rest of you guys that's listening. First, as a black man, you must assess yourself. Do a self-assessment of whom you are, your very essence and being of whom you are. Start thinking about things in your life that you consume, that you spiritually consume. Where are your values at as a man? Your spiritual values. How do you see yourself? Where do you want your financial stability to be? Or does that even matter to you? Or you a minimalist? You live on a minimal scale. How do your relationships? What are your relationships with people? Just really assess whom you are as a man. What is your vision in life? Do you have any people around you that can help you to the next phase? Do a self-assessment of everything, your health. Just sit down and write out things, your health. Well, first and foremost, your spiritual self. See where you are spiritually. Your health, relationships, your financials. Okay, those are the top four for me. And really, last but not least, is really your purpose in life. But you have to do a self-assessment of whom you are first. Because some people will try to get in a purpose. They say it's a purpose, but they don't even know who they are. So their purpose sometimes will be dragged. You ever met people that's dragged all over the place? And they doing this, doing that, doing this, and every time you see them, they doing a new hustle. They think that's their purpose. They actually tell you, I'm a hustler, man. But without self-assessment and evaluation of self, none of that shit means nothing. So as a black man, you first must assess yourself. That's a key element of understanding how to gain allies. First, know who you are. Okay. And every association is the next one. Every association with you must be constructive. foreign and domestic. Once you do your self-assessment, any affiliation of people around you, which is really what's it going to be in this world. Your association, you're looking for allies, which means people, I believe. But evaluating, once you figure out what your purpose is in your self-assessment, each association around you is very pivotal. And see, understanding that and how you move, the decisions that you make, these people that's in your circle will have to be a supporting cast of getting the certain tasks done that you need, whatever that may be. A grocery store run, someone to cook for you, whatever it is. See, I'm going on the small, minute things, but they have to serve some purpose in being associated with you. And when I mean foreign and domestic, I mean exactly that. Because when you deal with people from outside, you call them foreigners, other countries, other nations, you have to, like I said, your purpose is number one. But after you do your self-assessment, now these people have to come together for a common goal in your life to achieve what you need done. It's just like in the war, World War I, World War II, where you had allies that joined forces for a common goal. Whether you deem as some on one side said it was bad to defend Nazis and being in a war, and I mean, it's more than just that with the Nazis, but they use that really as a premise. But certain nations got together for a common goal, even if they didn't really have a real relationship prior to. But there's things that you can learn from that you can make deals to get something done that benefit both parties. That's mutual for both parties to have what they're looking for, or what they're looking for, get something out of the relationship. That's what the allies going to have to be in your life, where both parties can mutually benefit. But see, it only benefit associating with you is once you assess whom you are, you understand the value that you bring. But if you don't do that, you can be in turn used, and you won't gain anything but a broken heart, broke on your knees. So that's why it all goes together, a proper assessment of yourself. So you know anybody associated with you, foreign and domestic relationships that you deal with here, your family. What are they in support of? Do they drain your energy when you're around them? Do they take out of you? Do they make any they take only withdrawals, no deposits? So you have to start looking at your associations and making sure all of them are constructive. Make sure all your associations are constructive. When you hanging out with somebody, is there a level of, do you learn anything? What are you gaining? What knowledge are you gaining? And can it take you closer to your goals? Can they assist you in that? So that's what really understanding and being an ally, having allies, adds up to be. So you need to really understand that portion of it. So every association with you must be constructive, foreign and domestic. Okay, because this is really about you as a black man. That's why I said the question was great. Number three, you also need to establish strong principles about your relationship and how does it serve you. You need to evaluate, I say every quarter, every 3 months. So just like any company, being in your company, uh, and people dealing with you, you need to assess your personal relationships with friends. You need to assess your female relationships, your associates. And I say assess them every 3 months. And as I'm telling you, I have just recently implemented a lot of this into my life, just being burned and just understanding people better. Most of society are programs. And really, for the black man, this is his time. Something that Dr. Ronald Neal was talking about, but I'm adding the extras to it and how you get to be that. So, what I'm saying to you is that you have to create a system and like a company. You're your own company and start looking at yourself as that corporation, LLC, however you want to package it. But you got to establish guidelines and rules. And I say every 3 months, I will say that you evaluate people like they do at jobs. We are in a pivotal time right now, black men. This is why this question is excellent right now, because you need to evaluate yourself. You need to establish some rules, regulations, and guidelines about yourself. Things you're going to do and things you won't do. But I really want you as black men to take heed to taking yourself seriously, because your allies will only be allies to you if they realize that you see yourself and you operate yourself in a certain way. Allies is to join to get for a common goal and cause. But you as a black man must put yourself first and establish that. Without that, you will be used like you have always been used. These people are not your allies at all. At all. And it doesn't take a magnifying glass to even see that. You can look in your own life, wherever you go, to the grocery store, mall, or anywhere, government building, courthouse, walking down the street. You don't have any allies. You have to create them. And in order to create the allies, you must first look at yourself and establish where you're going and what is your purpose of servitude to get a common goal done. Without that, you don't have any allies. So, as a bonus to this, I'm gonna add one more thing. See, ultimately, your allies are supposed to be for your purpose. Everything around you is supposed to be serving you. Your allies are as valuable to you as you are to yourself. How do you see yourself? Basically, it's a combination of all the things that I just said. It may not seem like it's really a whole lot, but you as an individual man and as a black man, we have the books. We know what we've been through. We know all of this. We don't have friends. We never did. Dr. Claude Anderson talked about it in depth, that we never had friends. We know this already. We know this already. But it's going to have to start with you. You are going to be the person to to reestablish your own life and rewrite your own history in your life. So allies is only for service. Any woman you deal with, we already know where she's at in society. She's not your friend. You can make her an ally, but the only way you can do that if you're serving in your own purpose. So you have to be serving in your own purpose too. See, a lot of men don't understand that even in your purpose, you're supposed to be of a certain level of serving. And what I mean by that is that even in your purpose, if you see a brother, which really is your only ally, and a lot of brothers are not that either, but if you and your brother have common interests, be of service to him. So you have to start applying that. That's how you become an ally. And hopefully in turn, that brother will be in service to you if he can help you. You got to start thinking like that as black men. Because ultimately, people that say they're your friends or whatever, they will show themselves to not be. Because if you stay steadfast and focus on your purpose and your goals, and they're truly not your friends, they will just drift off. Even in a relationship with a female, she will fall off. Believe me, it happens to me all the time. I'm a veteran at that shit, which is why I've always stayed successful. But you got to push yourself to that next phase of whom you are, to have allies for your common goal and your purpose. So I hope this video was great use. And if you guys have any more things to add, you can add them in the comment section. But don't forget to share, like the video, subscribe. If you want more questions asked from individuals, join the channel to keep this going, empowerment of black men. So I want to say peace, and I'm signing out.